Varnish, Risible, Mini Disc, Effect, and Daunt. Boy, I tell you, when you can lose a guy like Baron and plug in the kind of calibers of these players that they've plugged in, they are set to go. And we're underway.
Yeah, I think they're still going to miss Baron. Like, they've got some great subs to fill in, but Baron's sort of, you can't really replace him. He's just that type of player where he's very skilled, but he's a very smart player, and it's really hurts your defense when you lose someone like that.
That's true. Now, we'll see if the rest of the team can gel. I'm watching the Doctors' Diamond Sword side here. They're coming out with their traditional 2 heavy on flag, and inventory's being deployed out in the field to supply the lights with pressure. And whoops, somebody connected on by accident, I think. Somebody got a password or something and shouldn't have. But Beat pretty much took care of him pretty quick.
I could have banned, but I was nice about it.
The TSN kicking boot comes out in full effect. Nothing much happening yet on the Doctor side. What's over on Poe?
They're just setting up. Oh, never mind. iStream just got there and is really working on the Poe base in a heavy. The gens and everything are still up, but he did a lot of damage by himself. And here comes the spamming.
So Doctors look like they're starting to pour it on early and often over on the Poe defensive side. Here come the mortars now, coming in from the East Hill on the Doctors. Specs tries to get in, grabs the flag, but he gets mortared from behind. Flag is dropped and out in the field. Hasn't been picked up yet by any cappers coming in behind him.
Poe has some remote turrets, which I haven't seen in a while on this map. So they've got turrets, they've got a heavy on flag, and some light D running around just trying to beat up on the heavies. And here's another spammer from the Doctors.
Okay, there's Ali. Ali picking up the drop flag that Daunt had just a couple of seconds ago. I'm going to switch over to Ali and see if I can get a lock on him here.
Oh, he kills himself.
Oh, Ali unfortunately takes a bad bounce. The flag is out in the field, but it's far away from the enemy base, or from the friendly base. Poe can get in there, grab the flag. They don't have to worry about elf turrets, rocket turret, or anything like that, but they got to get to it. Find out where Ali dropped that flag. Do they have any lights around it, Pete?
Well, I'm watching the Poe base right now, and their flag was just returned, so the Doctors' heavies seem to be coming in non-stop right now, spamming and then moving in and going for the base. But none of them have been able to take the base down yet, so the Poe defense doing a very good job.
Actually, and to do that, they have only sent one capper, and that was Specs, who, I have to say it, last match, and I wish I had a recording of this, but I don't. Last match, Specs had a beautiful capping run going east to west, I believe, came right through the valley and grabs the flag on his way out. He's home free, except for the inanimate object. The pole was right smack dab in front of him. And I got to give, hats off to Specs because it takes a lot of skill to hit something at that speed and, just stop dead.
So not only are we going to be bashing Bourbon and Mudslop tonight.
Specs is my bitch.
Wonder Dog has you in his crosshairs, Specs. So.
Oh, he just absolutely got smoked by that pole. Pole 1, Specs nothing. We'll see if it happens again tonight.
The elves on the Poe side were just taken out, actually, but there's remote turrets everywhere, and they're in very cool places, which I've never seen before. I'm not going to mention it because some teams get angry, but they're in a great spot, and they're not taking any damage. So the Poe turreter, which is probably Black Astro, is doing a great job.
Still 2 heavies on flag for the Doctors.
It's not Black Astro, because Black Astro is not even on the server.
That'll help, yeah. If he's playing without being on the server, that's amazing.
Yeah. I met him at the gala. Very nice person.
Lots of spam coming in now for the Poe team on the Doctor's base. One elf turret is down. The west elf turret is down. Here comes more mortars to the right. Who just got
Mini Disc?
Grab the flag. Mini Disc with a great grab. See if you can get a lock on.
I've got him here. Oh, man, is he gone. There are mortars. I just see 1, 2, 3, 4 mortars trying to hit him, but none of them even close. There's nobody chasing him. And he's got so much speed that there's not a chance of him being caught. He's going to cap 1-0 Poe.
There it is.
Mini Disc
in and caps.
was absolutely gone. Doctors had no chance on that after he got over the hill.
Great grab. Now, it was interesting because the Poe base is absolutely demolished. And again, just the difference of getting the flag and getting away. Doctors, here comes more pressure now. Definitely coming in on the base. The base is absolutely trashed. There's a heavy in there. He's still alive.
Oh, Dr. Jupe is holding the Poe base. And here comes this other guy that connected before. I'm going to ban him now because he just hasn't learned his lesson. I mean, the guy connects during an OGL game, gets kicked, and comes back.
Oops. Oh, well. Never face Beatstick when he's got sad. Just watching all of the pressure here. Poe is unable to get their base back up. Jupe just absolutely demolished the enemy base.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way.
There's no cappers coming, though.
The highest scores on the server outside of Dupe is 2 for either team. Dupe has 17. So he's a beast on heavy offense on this map. He's playing incredibly well.
He's gotten in a few times, and here comes the light D now, but Heavy D just getting mortared off the flag. Here comes more pressure. They're unable to get those elf turrets back up. Pressure still being brought. They're waiting for a capper to get in. I'm watching for anybody approaching from any route, but nothing. This is interesting. The doctors are sending all sorts of heavy offense, but no cappers.
Well, maybe they're just trying to really take control of the base, trying to sort of play the 51-50 style of game.
Yep, there comes one now. One just bounced off the heavy on flag. He got back into position on time. Trying to get away as fast as possible, but he's getting chain gunned down by all of the light D, meeting into the blaster, actually, the heavy on flag. So they're trying all sorts of things. POE is to try and keep the doctors off the board.
Yeah, the POE's gens are still down. The elves are down. The pulse sensor's up. It hasn't been taken out, but gens are down, so it makes no difference. But the remote turrets are still up. They've only had to place them once. They still haven't been taken out. And I'm really impressed. I really like where they are. I'm going to see if I can find who put those down, actually.
Okay, I'm watching the back on the doctor's side. They've got the heavies back on the flag. Spam all over the elf turrets now. One is down. One has been taken down. The other one's about to go. They just haven't landed quite on top of it. There it is. It's down. And Daunt gets in, grabs the flag. Oh my. Daunt gets blown up by Bizach with a nice mine disc combo. He was absolutely gone. And couldn't quite get away up that east hill, trying to get up to the flag. He just missed it. And the flag is out in the field.
Oh, no, this is funny. You know who I've been kicking? OGL Nagrom, or however you say his name.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have the common sense to put an OGL tag on it. So
Whoopsie.
He doesn't even work for OGL anymore. He's actually not the admin anymore for the CTF ladder.
well, if he's not the admin, why is he coming in? I don't understand.
Well,
anyway,
he got the password somehow.
he's not coming in anymore. He's banned. That's because he...
We'll fix that tomorrow if necessary, or we'll let one of the 5150 guys take care of that.
Oh, it looks like Almondjoy lagged out, and he just reconnected.
All right, we'll get a lock on AJ.
Oh, maybe
here.
not. He connected... Oh, Snickers dropped.
Okay, there goes Snickers, and AJ is in. We changed him in, so it looks like they were setting somebody in there. They might be doing a little bit of a different strat here. They thought they might play a little more O, but they're doing an in-game sub, and that's something that's rarely been used, but I've often wondered about.
Well, he might have lagged out, too. You never know.
Well,
But,
from what I saw, there was no 996ing happening, but...
POE up 1-0, 17 minutes left to go. First map, Cloak of Night. Next map is, oh wow, I can't remember. What is the next? Yes, Ice Ridge.
One of those maps that they hardly ever play anymore.
Wow, yeah, it used to be played all the time, and now it's like a miracle if it gets played. I don't know why everybody stopped playing it, but it's probably because of the stalemate in the base.
Absolutely, it's one of the more difficult bases to get in and take back, or to take on an enemy. If they've got turrets up, they can send just one heavy to the door and still run with a 9 offense, and it definitely reduces the cluster strat, and a lot of these top teams enjoy a cluster, that's for sure.
Well, Jupe just took the POE base again. He is playing incredible. He's walking in and taking the base literally by himself. And he gets in there and starts spamming the door. He's playing just a great, great game.
Daunt tries to get in again, grabs the flag, but again gets met by Bizach. So Bizach making sure that he knows where Daunt is at all times. And the flag now been grabbed 3 times by POE, and
now the thing right now is even though even though doctors are doing a great job keeping the POE base down, when POE's base is up, they send so many heavies that the doctors take forever to regroup. So there's not that much pressure on the POE base, because when they have a chance, they're really, really pounding the doctor's base.
Okay, well that's good, because it looks like this time one of the heavies on flag for the doctors has survived the onslaught. Both elf turrets are now again up. They're not sending them directly to the flag. It looks like the heavies have one mission alone, and that is just to take out the elf turrets and anybody guarding the immediate vicinity around the flag. Get the cappers a chance to get a clear run in and out and see what happens. I
got to give a shout out to Bourbon, who, because he sucks, of course, ran right into a grenade.
Oops.
Shade 1, Bourbon 0.
Bourbon has an idea on light defense for POE that has often paid off for him. Cost them a map once where he will kill his own capper if he's very, very low in health and try and take the flag himself.
I think he enjoys killing them regardless. I think
perhaps, although in conversation he says it's just a strat we use to try and make sure that the flag we've grabbed stays in our possession.
In reality, he just wants to have high score.
It's a dangerous move, though. It's a dangerous move to take the flag out.
Oh, Daunt had the flag, but was team killed by Effect.
Yep, Effect had a mortar dropped in right on top of Daunt, actually, and Daunt got in, grabbed the flag, and got mortared from behind, so just a little bit of bad timing there between the capping offense and heavy offense of POE. But they've really got the upper hand here. They are absolutely demolishing the Doctor's base at will.
Well, POE's elf turrets have been down almost the entire game, but the Doctors are making so few cap attempts that it doesn't even matter. POE's defense is sort of going offense and putting just that much more pressure on the base. And POE is playing this really, really well. There's 14 minutes left to go, and the Doctors are going to have to change something up to try and put more pressure on POE.
Well, they might be just waiting something here. I've got a lock on iStream as he gets his approach ready and set to go, waiting for his offense to start their attack. True is playing a little light D. Bizach obviously playing light D as he's taken out Daunt a couple of times. Shade doing some long-range spamming, trying to stay alive. Felonious taking out the RT, making sure that's down. Daunt beginning his capping run. Psycho 13, a little heavy repair. Sharon on top of the flag. Obviously Bourbon playing some light D. Ali taking off with heavy attack, along with Varnish right beside him. Risible taking and guarding the base with some light defense, sniper rifle.
I think Risible is Baron's replacement right now, and he is playing very, very well. He's got a 40 ping. We're on the East Coast server, so he's one of the few East Coast POE members, but he's definitely not letting down his team tonight. Specs had the flag. Bourbon blew him up with a mine disc. Flag's out in the field, being covered by 2 POE light D, so probably not going to go anywhere.
Well, we'll see what happens here. AJ still playing some light D out by the RT. Looks like he's on RT repair duty. Joop heading back inside for the next attack run. And Specs also heading out for a light offensive run, doing some capping tonight. Hasn't hit a pole yet, but there's lots of time left, at least 12 minutes and 50 seconds. So there's one out there with his name on it, I'm sure.
Well, maybe what the Doctor's plan is mortar those poles till they're gone, and then maybe Specs will be able to cap. I don't know, but here comes Daunt. Oh, Daunt is gone.
Daunt had a lock on Daunt.
Oh, my
here.
goodness.
Let's
he is
see how,
gone.
Daunt had a great grab. Oh, my, and he is gone indeed. He's got half health, heading up over the middle of the map now, and there is nothing left.
I was very fortunate
trail.
because I was flipping through everybody, and I happened to get on Daunt just as he disc jumped, and the Doctors had no chance whatsoever.
Yeah, there it is, 2-0. That definitely puts the pressure on the Doctors, that's for sure. Boy, everybody who picked the Doctors in 2 unpredicted is really in for
I don't know, but
a tough try, that's for sure.
I just say I play with POE guys a lot. IE messes around with them all the time, and don't underestimate them because they're very capable of taking out anybody on any day.
Well, the interesting thing is that every time POE has played this map, or any map, we've seen them steadily get better, even if it's a map that they don't like.
Right.
They've taken on the challenge and said, who can we scrim, who knows this? And it's not that they've subbed in players to get them a better strat on a map. They've said, here's our 10, here's our starting guys, let's put it together. Let's get a strat that works. And every time, sometimes within a couple of matches, they have turned out a strat that turns out to be dominating other teams. And so far, they have continued to do that.
Well, it's very, very good because they've got smart players. They've got usually a group of 10 or 12 people that are always playing, and they just rotate a few. And they just they go through strat talks and just work out all the bugs by playing a few scrims, and then they just have it down. And they've got the talent to execute properly just about every time.
Absolutely. Psycho 13 is the one who's deploying for POE, by the way. Who's deploying those excellent turrets. And
they're still up, by the way. I'm
going to take a look at the base here for POE. POE's base is looking good. Heavy back on top of the flag. Over on the Diamond Sword side, they have one heavy with repair pack, making sure the elf turrets are up. And it looks like they've switched to one because they're going to put a little more offense in the gear.
Okay, I've got my eye on Daunt here. I want to see where this route starts. I'm not. It was so fast. It was just he had the flag and he was gone.
Yep. Okay. The Doctors are pulling everything out. They have sent AJ offense. They are sending a lot of people light offense just to try and take out that base.
Daunt once again gone.
Okay, so Daunt with that great cap route.
It's actually, I know the route he's using. He's just doing it a lot faster than I ever have.
Daunt
Which
has
is why
a great way to just use a ton of speed, and yes,
he's the man with capping. He's just incredible.
He is gone. He touches mid-map into the middle of the base, and he's coming into cap now. Here it is, 3-0.
3-0 Poe. There's 10 minutes left to go. And the Doctors, basically what Poe is doing is they're just spamming the base so badly that there's nobody left. Daunt just comes in, and I don't know how they're doing this, whether it's a fluke or just incredible timing, but the mortars sort of stop.
Well, it's certainly something they've practiced because Daunt has gotten away 3 times and only been killed once.
Yeah, the timing is incredible.
By the mortar, so they got something working there. And he's either calling ceasefire and team chat or something, but he is absolutely benefiting from the fact that his heavy offense is ripping apart the Doctors right now.
Yeah, Poe Ali is easily one of the best heavy O out there right now. Another one of the guys that I got a chance to meet at the gala, and just incredibly nice person, very, very talented when it comes to heavy O, and one of the most annoying players ever because regardless of what he's doing, he has a shield pack. And I don't know why, but that really just pisses me off.
That's a nice guy. You really are looking out for them. Here comes the pressure now. They've got somebody out in the northwest that a heavy is trying to chain down. There's a heavy with repair pack making sure that the elf turrets come back online. Over on the Poe side, over on the Doctor side, they've put down a couple of heavy D on the flag again. Putting some mines down, trying to dissuade Daunt from getting in clean.
Oh, Specs has the flag.
There's Specs. It wasn't too long before this offense got into gear.
Wow.
Let's see if we can get a lock on Specs.
I got him here. He just got over the hill, and he looks pretty gone to me. He doesn't have nearly the speed that Daunt's been taking, but he doesn't have any chasers either, so he looks like he's in pretty good shape. He's got about half his health.
All right, and I've got a lock on Minidisc here, who has also grabbed the flag, but is in a world of hurt. Not looking good at all. Just trying to land softly and safely without dying. Trying to get back to his base as quickly as possible. Passes off the flag just as he dies, and Sharon, heavy on flag, grabs the flag.
Okay, Specs is back at his base too, just wandering around. I think he'll hand it off in a second too. He's got about half his health left. So this is not what the Doctors want. They don't want a stalemate. There's only 7.5 minutes left. They're down 3-0 on a map that's pretty tough to cap on.
Yes, I've got a lock on Sharon here, who's out about in the field, getting hidden, getting secure. It's going to be hard for the Doctors to find him, and if they do, they're going to have to really press him hard to take this flag out.
Okay, so I'm really surprised Specs hasn't handed this off yet, but he's just wandering around. There's nobody anywhere near him, so he's not really in any danger right now, but he's a pretty good offensive player. I would just assume that he'd be going offense. I don't know.
Actually, it's good that the Poles didn't get him this time. Specs obviously got in and grabbed the flag. Pole made a move, but couldn't quite get to him. But this isn't good. This is not what the Doctors need. They need to somehow find this flag and take it out.
Oh, there we go. Poe just found Specs. So he's moving around a little bit more now. Doctor's base is up.
So I wouldn't be surprised
barely.
if Poe has had some sensors out in order to find Specs so quickly. There are lots of places to hide. As most players know, this map is incredibly, incredibly dark. With,
Specs is in a lot of trouble now.
Valleys.
Specs is going down. He's got a mortar right in his face. There we go. Who took him out? Nobody. The inventory station blew up, killed him. The flag is inside the Doctor's base. It hasn't been returned or picked up. Specs running back. Oh, there we go. Herb picks it up.
Herb's got the flag now. Herb, one of the heavy D for the Doctors.
So he's got about 3/4 of his health left in a heavy.
We got 6 minutes left to go, folks. It's 3-0 Poe. Doctors are going to have to find a way to get this flag back and in a hurry because it takes at least a couple of minutes, often 2.5 minutes, to coordinate an attack on Cloak of Night. And the Doctors don't have that much time.
No, they've really got to get into gear. They're down 3-0 still. Poe knows where Herb is. Herb's got a repair pack now. They're trying to repair their base at the same time as send a whole lot of offense to try and get the flag back. And Poe's defense is just playing an outstanding game, as well as their offense. They're putting so much pressure on the Doctors that they're having a very, very tough time trying to coordinate and get good attacks off.
Well, we'll definitely see. I see Specs is disking into the base here on his attack run, trying to get in and take out any sort of light. They found him.
This is funny. For once, Daunt got revenge and took out Bourbon. So good for you, Daunt.
Way to stand up for yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
All sorts of turrets now taking on Specs, but they found where Sharon is, and he is also hiding in the base where the repair pack is, just above the ledge on the inventory station. They've located him.
Okay, Herb is getting gunned down by just one person who I don't think has missed a single bullet. That's pretty scary. It's True. True takes him out with a disc, returns the flag. How's Sharon doing?
We'll get a lock on Sharon here. Sharon just heading out to the flag now, trying to get in, and he does. He caps, making it 4-0.
4-0 with 4 minutes 45 seconds left to go.
This is not good. The doctors here have got to find out a way that they can take back the momentum, and it looks like they're going to have to do it on Ice Ridge.
Yeah, they're going to have to do it on Ice Ridge, and then they're going to have to play Poe's map.
Now, I will tell you that we, as Infinite Facet, we scrimmed the doctors on Ice Ridge just recently this week, and we were up 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, 4-3 before the doctors really clicked it in gear and found a weakness that they were able to exploit and absolutely decimated us 8-4.
Wow.
Or 10-4, I should say. They were all over us, so the doctors have a good chance. They got a strong offensive attack on Ice Ridge.
Well, the doctors just playing very, very well here. The offense just came in, basically took out every Poe defense, and now there's another heavy coming in, spamming a little bit.
Well, we'll see if a capper's coming in.
The flag is wide open right now. Now is the perfect time to grab it. Oh, the heavies are just getting back on the flag now. The elves are back up. So the doctors with a missed opportunity there.
Well, they took a chance. They tried to get inside the spam.
Oh, Sharon doing a little dance.
There's mini deaths. He grabs the flag, tries to get away. And,
I've got him.
Got a lock on him, beat.
Gone. This is 5-0 right here. He's back to his base already. I don't know what route he's using, but this is faster than Daunt's, who's just incredibly fast. And this is a capo, 5-0 Poe.
So we're off to the west coast side.